Welcome to Learner's Prep. In this session, we will learn the concept of mixtures and allegations. This is the first session in this topic. First of all, let us see what are the important points in this concept. So, what is an allegation? Rule of allegation enables us to find the ratio in which two or more ingredients at a given price must be mixed to produce a resultant mixture of desired price. Next, what is a mean price? So, it is a cost of a unit quantity of a mixture. What is a mixture? Mixture is formed by mixing two or more quantities. It can be expressed in the form of percentage or ratio. Rule of allegation. So, according to the rule of allegation, when you are mixing a cheaper quantity and a costlier quantity, so ingredient X of price A, ingredient Y of price B. So, price B is costlier, price A is cheaper. So, when both of them are mixed, we will get a mean price of the resultant mixture. So, that is denoted by M. So, mean price minus price of Y. So, that is M minus B. And price of X minus mean price, that is A minus M. So, the ratio of M minus B and A minus M gives us the ratio in which the cheaper quantity and the costlier quantity are mixed to get the resultant mixture. So, the points to remember: the three values allocated should always represent the same variable and should have same units. Allegation of three values of cost gives the ratio in terms of number and vice versa. If two values of cost price and selling price of the mixture are given, then in such cases, first calculate the cost price of the mixture and then allocate the three values of cost price. A and B represent concentration if the numerical is based on mixing of solutions. Remove and replacement in mixture and allegation concept. Suppose a container contains a solution and some part of the solution is removed and replaced by another ingredient. Now, again some amount of first solution is removed and replaced by the second ingredient. This process is repeated n times. Then final solution is equals to initial solution into 1 minus quantity removed each time divided by initial total solution whole to the power of n. So, this formula. So, when you are solving the questions, you can understand better this formula. Now, these are the various types of questions that can be asked in allegations and mixtures. So, mixing two ingredients, rule of allegation problems, mean price or average cost problems, profit through adulteration, replacement problems, successive replacement problems, mixing different concentrations, etc. These are all the different varieties or types of questions that can be asked in allegations and mixtures. Now, let us solve some problems based on this concept of mixture and allegation. Practice question 1. In what ratio should two varieties of rice costing 30 rupees per kg and 45 rupees per kg be mixed to obtain a mixture worth 36 rupees per kg? So, cheaper quantity and costlier quantity, both of them are mixed and we are getting a mean price of the mixture. So, let us use the allegation method to find out the ratio in which the cheaper and costlier quantities are mixed. So, first of all, the cheaper rice at the cheaper price is 30 and costlier is 45 rupees. When both of them are mixed, so we get a mixture with a mean price of 36 rupees per kg. So when you are subtracting the mean and the cheaper and costlier, so in this case costlier minus mean is equal to 45 minus 36 is 9. Similarly, the cheaper, mean minus cheaper, 36 minus 30 gives us 6. So the ratio is 9:6. So if you simplify 9:6, if you divide both terms by 3, we will get 3:2. So this is the ratio in which the cheaper and costlier rice have to be mixed, so that the mean price is 36 rupees per kg. So answer is 3:2. Correct answer is option B. Question number 2. How many liters of oil at 25 rupees per liter should be mixed with 300 liters of another variety of oil at 45 rupees per liter, so that the mixture costs 37 rupees per liter? Similar question. Cheaper is 25 rupees per liter and costlier is 45 rupees, and the mixture is 37 rupees per liter. So if you find out the allegation for this, the costlier minus mean 45 minus 37 is 8, and mean minus cheaper 37 minus 25 is 12. So what is the ratio in which costlier and cheaper and costlier are mixed? 8:12. So if you simplify this, 4 2s, 4 3s. So the ratio is 2:3. But here it is given that oil at cost of 45 rupees is 300 liters. So that means 3 parts. 3 parts is 300 liters according to the question. So the question is, how many liters of 25 liters of oil at a cost of 25 rupees be mixed? So that is 2 parts. 3 parts is 45 rupees liter and 2 parts is 25 rupees liter. So we need to find out 2 parts. Quantity of 2 parts is how much? 300 by 3 multiplied by 2. So simplify 100 times. So 100 into 2 is 200. So 200 liters. 200 liters is the quantity of cheaper oil. 25 rupees liter oil is 200 liters. So the correct answer is option B is the right answer. Question number 3. A mixture of 80 liters of milk and water contains 15% water. How many liters of water should be added to the mixture so that the mixture contains 20% water? So let us draw the allegation for water here. So initially water is 15%. So initial water percentage is 15%. So we are adding only water to it. So that is 100% of water we are adding. Only water contains 100% water. There is no milk in the quantity that we are adding. So the resultant is 20% water. The resultant is 20% water. So now let us find out the differences 15 and 20, the difference is 5. 100 and 20, the difference is 80. So the ratio of mixture and water. The ratio of mixture and water to be added is 80:5. That is 5 ones, 5 sixteens. 16:1 is a ratio of mixture and water. So mixture is original mixture is 16 parts and water to be added is 1 part. But according to the question, the original mixture quantity is 80 liters. So that means 16 parts is equivalent to 80 liters. So now we are adding water of 1 part. So 1 part is equivalent to what? Is equivalent to how much? So if you simplify this, 80 divided by 16 into 1. That is 16 ones, 16 fives. So the remaining is 5 liters. So 5 liters of water to be added, then the resultant mixture will have 20 liters of water, 20% of water. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 4. Find the quantity of rice costing 16 rupees per kg that should be mixed with 25 kg of rice costing 8 rupees per kg, so that when the mixture is sold at 15 rupees per kg, a profit of 25% is made. So cost price are 16 and 8. The cheaper is 8 and costlier is 16. So let us write here 16 costlier and 8 cheaper. And the cost price of the mixture we don't know, but we know the selling price. So let us assume the cost price has X. So when the mixture is sold, the profit is 25%. So that means the cost price should be multiplied by 100 plus 25 by 100. Then the selling price is, so that the mixture is sold at 15 rupees per kg. Selling price is 15 rupees per kg. So if you simplify this, 100 plus 25 by 100 is 125 by 100. Now simplify this, 15 into 100 by 125. So 25 fives, 25 fours. So 5 ones, 5 threes. So the remaining is X is equals to 12. So the cost price of the mixture per kg is 12 rupees. 12 rupees per kg. So the mixture price is 12 rupees per kg. So now find the difference of cheaper and costlier with the mean. 12 and 8, the difference is 4. 16 and 12, the difference is 4. So the ratio in which the rice have to be mixed is 4:4. So that means 1:1. So both of them have to be mixed in the equal quantities. The ratio is 1:1. So we are mixing 25 kg of cheaper price rice. So we have to mix 25 kg of costlier rice also. So the correct answer is 25 kg. So one part is 25 kg. So the correct answer is option D is the right answer. Question number 5. In what ratio should milk and water be mixed so that after selling the mixture at cost price, a profit of 25% is made? So here we are mixing water with milk. So let us assume the cost price of milk as 100. So we have milk as well as water. So the cost price of milk, let us assume as 100, and the cost price of water will be 0 because water is free. Now we don't know the cost price of mixture. Let us assume the cost price of mixture as X, and it is when it is sold, we are getting a profit of 25%. So that means it should be multiplied by 125 by 100. So you will get this 125 by 100 when it is taken as 100 plus 100 plus 25 by 100. So this is equal to the cost price. The mixture is sold at the cost price. What is the cost price? 100. So let us simplify this and find the cost price. X is equals to 100 into 100 by 125. So this is 25 fives, 25 fours, 5 ones, 5 20s. So that is the cost price is 20 into 4, 80. The cost price of the mixture is 80 rupees. Now let us find the difference. So 80 minus 0 is 80. 100 minus 80 is 20. So the ratio of milk and water is 80 is to 20. So if you simplify 20 ones, 20 fours. So 4 is to 1. So in this ratio, the milk and water have to be mixed so that there is a profit of 25%. The correct answer is option D. Question number 6. So this is an important model question. A dishonest milkman claims to sell milk at cost price, but he mixes water with it and thereby gains 100%. What percent of the mixture is water? So again the same thing. So same as the previous question. So we'll take milk and water. Milk and water. So let us assume the cost price of milk as 100 and the cost price of water as 0. So the mixture cost price we don't know. Assume it as X, and the vendor, the milkman is getting 100% profit. So that means 200 by 100. 100% profit he is getting, and he is selling at a cost price. Selling price is the cost price 100. So that is X is equal to 100 into 100 by 200. Simplify this 2 times. So this is 50 times. So X is equals to 50. The cost price is 50. Cost price of the mixture is 50. So let us find the difference. So 50 minus 0 is 50. 100 minus 50 is 50. So what is the ratio? Ratio of milk and water is 50 is to 50. So he is asking us this is 1:1. Is asking us the ratio of percentage of the, what percentage of the mixture is water. So here water is 1 part out of 2 parts. So percentage of water. See, 1 part out of 2 parts, multiply by 100. So that gives 50%. So there is 50% of water and 50% of the milk in the mixture. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 7. In a mixture of 50 liters, the ratio of milk and water is 4:1. How much water must be added to make the ratio 4:3? So initial quantity, initial ratio of milk and water. Milk and water is 4:1, and final is 4:3. So milk is not changing. Milk quantity is 4 parts, both initial as well as final. Water is increasing by 2 parts. Initially it was 1 part and finally it is 3 parts. And 2 parts of water is added. So initial quantity is total 5 parts. 4 plus 1, 5 parts. So 5 parts is equivalent to 50 liters. 5 parts is equivalent to 50 liters mixture. Now 2 parts of water is added. So 2 parts is equivalent to how much? That is 50 by 5. 50 by 5 into 2. If you simplify, 5 tenths, 10 into 2, 20 liters. So 20 liters of water is added to make the ratio as 4:3. Correct answer is option A is the right answer. Question number 8. Milk and water are mixed in vessel A in the ratio of 3:1 and in vessel B in the ratio of 1:1. If equal quantities are taken from both A and B and mixed in vessel C, find the ratio of milk to water in vessel C. So we have a vessel A and vessel B. We have milk and water in vessel A and vessel B. In vessel A, it is 3:1, 3 part and 1 part. 3 parts and 1 part. In vessel B, it is 1:1. So both are 1 part. So both of them are mixed in vessel C. So equal quantities of mixtures are taken from vessel A and vessel B. Suppose 4 liters is taken. Both mixtures from vessel A and vessel B, 4 liters is taken. Equal quantities of mixture is taken from both A and B. So 4 liters, if you divide in 3:1, so you will get 3 liters here, 1 liter here. Similarly, if 4 liters is divided in 1:1 ratio, here 2 liters, here 2 liters. Water is 2 liters and milk is 2 liters. Similarly, in vessel A, water is 1 liter, milk is 3 liters. So they are mixed in vessel C. So in vessel C, you have 3 plus 2, 5 liters and 1 plus 2, 3 liters. So the ratio of milk to water in vessel C is 5:3. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 9. Two vessels of equal volume contain milk and water in the ratios 2:3 and 4:1 respectively. If the contents are mixed together, what is the new ratio of milk and water? So we have vessel 1 and vessel 2. We have milk and water in both of them. Milk and water. So in the first vessel, the ratio is 2:3, 2 part and 3 parts. In vessel 2, it is 4 and 1. So both of them have 5 parts. So suppose if you take 5 liters, so this will be 2 liters and 3 liters. Similarly, this is 5 liters, so 4 liters and 1 liter. So they are mixed in a new vessel. New vessel, that is vessel 3. So you will get here 4 plus 2, 6 liters and this is 4 liters. So the ratio is 6:4. If you simplify, 2 3s, 2 2s. 3:2 is the ratio of milk and water in the new vessel. Answer is option C. Question number 10. In a mixture, sugar and milk are in the ratio of 3:4. If 8 liters of milk is added, the ratio becomes 3:5. What is the quantity of sugar in the new mixture? Sugar and milk. So we have sugar and milk. So initial and final. Initial and final. We have sugar and milk. Sugar and milk. So initial ratio is 3:4. 3 part and 4 parts. And finally it becomes 3:5. 3 parts and 5 parts. So here milk is added. So quantity of sugar remains same, 3 parts. So milk is added 1 part, 4 parts is becoming 5 parts. So that means 1 part of milk is added. 1 part of milk is added. So according to the question, 1 part is equivalent to 8 liters. 1 part is equivalent to 8 liters. 8 liters of milk is added. So what is the quantity of sugar? Quantity of sugar is 3 parts, right? So this is not in liters. 3 parts. 3 parts is equivalent to how much? So if you simplify this, 8 by 1 into 3, which is equal to 24. 24 is the weight of sugar. So that is in kgs actually. You should take it in kgs. So here the correct answer is 24. Option A is the right answer. So these are some problems based on the concept of allegations and mixtures. So we will solve some more questions based on this concept of allegations and mixtures in the next session. So if you find any other easy methods of solving the problems, you can mention them in the comment box. So I'll try to incorporate them in the next session. Thank you.